Welcome back to FS25, everyone. Today I want to take a map tour of a new map on the modhub called Schwesing Bahnhof. It is a 4X map set in Germany, and here's just a quick look at it from right above where you spawn in. Now let's go down and have a look here. Alright, so here is a view of the map here, and yeah, it's a 4X map. Just want to kind of have a look at it from out here. Let's have a look at what we own. It's a 4X map. The file size is about 360 megs or so, something like that. We'll have a look around. It's probably mostly intended, I always assumed that 4X maps are going to be mostly intended for multiplayer use. But hey, I don't know. Let's have a look around here. Here's what we own starting off. You can see highlighted there the fields that we own. Now when we go back here, it looks like, are these all grass then, except for, is this corn or... yeah, it's probably the corn. So that's corn, and then I guess the rest of these fields are all grass. All right, and I just spawned in, but we have some baby cows here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's check out what we own as far as this goes. And so owned, we own this production right here. Okay, so this is very cattle-focused map, which I like. We start off owning 25 baby cows. Yeah, I like cattle-focused maps, especially right now on the channel. We're doing a cattle-based playthrough of formerly Calmsden Farm, now Oakbridge Farm, but that's a different topic. So, the map of Schwesing Bahnhof, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. On the screen right now, I'm going to have some panoramic shots of some of the various points of interest around the map. There's no collectibles on the map. And one thing that you should, just FYI, which I guess for a 4X map, that's fine, you know, it'd be kind of hard to search for all that. But as far as downloading the map, you should be aware that it does have prerequisite mods that come with it. And of course, they'll be downloaded automatically from the modhub. It's the maps on the modhub. These are on the modhub. I'm just letting you know because, as you know, when you download a map from the modhub that has prerequisites, it pops up a window saying it's going to download them, and there's no way to back out of it. And this comes with 16 prerequisite mods from the modhub. So when you download it, it's going to pop up a window with saying you need these 16 mods, and then of course you can't back out of it. It downloads them all. And if you're like me, see, I warn you about this just because I pay attention to what mods I have and don't have. And then all of a sudden it's like I got to find all these other ones that it just installed that I may not want to keep. Right? Just FYI, yeah, FYI, and I'll have a list. I can provide a list of those down below. Yeah, so FYI, when you download the map, it's going to pop up a list of other mods it's going to download. So, as long as we're not worried about that, let's have a look around the map here. First of all, here's our, tell you what, let me pull my, I just realized my HUD's been turned off the entire time. Let's turn on our map here. So, here's where we start off. Now, this is a pretty big map, you know, being 4X, so we're not going to be able to tour the entire thing here, but we'll be able to have a decent look around. You start off with a pretty decent starting fleet, including this very fancy telehandler. The starting fleet looked pretty basic, except for we start with a telehandler and a car. Yeah, where's our car? Let's just teleport and find it. All right, we can just use our car to get around here and check some stuff out. So there's our cattle pen. Now this is going to be all our production and stuff. I guess I didn't really look at the production. There's so much. So this is all like, it's all like cattle-based stuff, like manure, silage, slurry and digestate based. Basically it's like you have your own personal BGA, I guess. Is this all here at the farm? I guess so, yeah. I guess this is all here at the farm. Yeah, so apparently your farm is like basically its own internal working BGA. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what it seems like to me. Which is, yeah, this is pretty cool, yeah. So, yeah, basically... Huh, now this is really interesting. Now I gotta say this is really interesting because I just started a long-term cattle farm series on the channel at on a different map, and now I'm like, wow, this would have been kind of an ideal place for a cattle farm. Well, regardless, yeah, so here's this. So here's these grass fields that we own over here. We're just gonna kind of take the car off-road a little bit. Hang on a second. I have my steering set for tractors, so driving a car is a little tricky. Just kind of... Okay, so this is not grass. This is like, well, it's grass, but I mean, when you drive over it, there you go. All right. It's grass, but it's like, on this particular map, it destroys it when you drive over it. Now we know that, right? So let's check out. Now, what are these numbers on the map? Are these for farms? It didn't say anything in the description about. I assume by the fact it's 4X that it's meant for multiplayer. I mean, isn't that generally the purpose of 4X? Because it's a pretty big map to drive around at 4X. So I don't know what the numbers are for. Is there a legend I didn't see when I zoomed out? Let me get my mouse here. No, there's no legend. Yeah, so I don't know what the numbers are for. That's all right. All right, well, let's check out some of the map. So we've seen some of the starting farm here, and your starting farm, I just want to see this again. You basically have your own entire BGA here. Yeah, that's all enclosed within our land. There's another house over there. There's houses here, so these are probably for, so what is this? Farm, farm, farm. There you go. So, yeah, I'm guessing, okay, these are by the numbers. That's what the numbers are for, except number 5 doesn't have anything. Oh, yeah, it does. That's part of number 5. So the numbers are for other farms. There we go. So I guess that'd be for multiplayer and stuff like that. All right, so let's have a look around. Let's drive. I think if we go down, see if we can get out here on this road. Try my best to drive this car, but yeah, if it... Oh, I can't drive this damn car. All right, so going down the road here. Oh yeah, so let's have a look at the... I'm gonna look at the details in the grass and things like that. So the textures of Schwesing Bahnhof. Yeah, it looks very good actually. Looks very good to me. It's quite beautiful. Wow, it's very pretty. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna drive the car the best I can, but like I said, my steering is set up for tractors and not cars. So if I swerve off the road suddenly, it's because my steering sensitivity is turned way down for tractors. Yeah, this is a gorgeous map. You know, you can play a 4X map by yourself, of course. It's just, you know, there's very long drive times from point to point if you're driving a slow tractor. But wow, this is gorgeous. Okay, I gotta say, this is really gorgeous. Everything just kind of flows together naturally here. Look at this. I have to stop and admire this. You got little weeds and different heights of grass here. Look, you got short grass and tall grass. You got little details like plants and weeds. A lot of map makers don't pay attention to this. See, like little tall tufts of grass mixed in with short tufts of grass. A lot of stuff like that people don't pay attention to. And I'll be honest, I did not expect to see that much attention on a 4X map. There's a lot of 4X maps available for FS25. If you look outside of the modhub, there's a lot. I complained that there's not enough American maps. There's actually quite a few, just as a side topic, there's a lot of American maps. There's a few for FS25, but they are 90% of them 4X maps. All I'm saying is there's a lot of 4X maps for this game, and all the ones I've looked at either have just laundry lists of bug reports, and or they look really, really plain and mostly empty and lacking detail. This map is beautiful. That's my honest opinion. It looks gorgeous, just from what little bit I've seen. Now, here's some of the farms here. Farms 6, 7, and 8. This map has... it's beautiful in that... I don't know, you can see what I can see. I'm just... I want to tour some more of this. I want to play on it. I like when I see a map that makes me want to play on it. And I want to play on this map. It's very cool. I want to see more of it. So let's have a look at where we're at on the map here. We want to go, well, we can drive down here past these fields and take a right turn past Farm 10 up here. Yeah, I'm surprised this map is only 300, I think it was like 360 megs. Maybe I always look at the file size and kind of use it to judge how much detail's in a map, and maybe I'm off on that. But then again, you know, the detail I'm seeing here, it's really just trees and grass. But it's farmland, so what else do you need, you know, right? So, after, yeah, I want to come down here a little bit down the road, and I want to see if there's any, I want to zoom out more. I just want to get like a whole look at this countryside here. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's the simple kind of detail and beauty where it's just, you got everything you need. I think a lot of the stuff is the stuff that impressed me with the different heights of grass and the weeds. Just the way the as silly as it is, the way the ditches just look so natural and organic. Like, imagine driving a tractor down this road, around that turn down here, and it looks like you're going down literally the road down my house. This looks literally just like the road right down the street from my house. I could go down the street, hang a left, go up freaking 1825 road, and this is exactly what it looks like. I'm just saying, yeah, this is the kind of detail I like to see. It is. So coming down this road past Farm 10, what do we got up here? Oh, it's a yeah, bunker silo. The only thing I'd be afraid of is, yeah, just for my personal playing, it might be too big. It might be too big of a map. Let's have a look at, let's see, where are some of the points of, so Agra Market, let's see here, let me get my mouse, it's quicker to click things. So here we got some sell points, Green Company, Sawmill. Let's see what else we got here. More farms. There's several farms. 15, 17, 18. So there's plenty of rooms of farms for plenty of people. And if I was playing multiplayer on a map, this is the one I would choose. This is gorgeous. I mean, there's one other 4X map on the modhub, the Frechtox, is that what it's called? And it's pretty, but I think this one's far prettier. I think, I'm not sure it had all the FS25 textures and stuff, and this map definitely looks like it does. This one's prettier. It's got a lot of farms on it, a lot of grass fields, a lot of everything fields. I believe in the description, if I remember correctly, it said the average field size here is 4 hectares, I think. So it's pretty good sized map. Look, I'd like to check out, I don't want to lose our car though. We could, let's go down south, down there. Okay, so I'm going to go down south of this Agra Market. Let's take a little drive down here. It's going to be a pretty lengthy drive to get anywhere. But yeah, I love how just realistic the roadside sites look. It's gorgeous. You know, this is just a regular day in August too. I'm sure certain times of year it could look very good. Windmills in the background here. And yeah, that's just my steering. My steering sensitivity is, like I said, except for tractors, not cars. Wow. And hey, different people may have different tastes, but this is the kind of detail I like to see, is the bushes and the grass and things like that. And I say that because it's the maps that lack those details, which you'll see me criticize. The ones that just, I've mentioned it many times before, the maps that just have, where the grass just looks like a perfect putting green on a golf course, and then you have the fields and it looks awful. It's always been the main thing that stood out to me. And so when I see little touches like this, this is what I like to see. Because when I'm driving my tractor down the road, I could literally be on any farm anywhere. I mean, this is in Germany. I've never been to Germany. This looks like I said, where I live here in the U.S. It could be anywhere. Looks very good. I want to go down here, and I think this is the way to that Agra Marketplace. I want to see what that's all about. Got lots of windmills. That is one of the mods. Yeah, like I said, there were 16 prerequisite mods. I can have a list of them below. I would have put a list on screen. Whenever that happens, yeah, here's a pro tip, I guess. So whenever you're downloading a map, whenever you're firing up a map that has prerequisites, and it pops up the window that says this map requires, etc., you can't back out of that. You have to hit accept. So what I do is I take a screenshot of that. So I've got a screenshot of that I would have put up in the video. I take a screenshot of that, so that way when I remove the map, I know what mods to remove, because I have 100. Yeah, I have 100 mods plus this map plus those 16 mods. So my mod list is 117 mods. I may not know what all those prerequisites were, so I always take a screenshot of that so that for future reference. Because I try out all the maps. You know, honestly, I'll likely uninstall this map, although this map is beautiful enough. I might keep it. But generally, you know, since I review every map that comes out, I install and uninstall a lot of maps, so I always keep a list of the mods so I know which ones to uninstall. Yeah, this is, are we headed in the right direction? Yeah, where it's actually right up here. One thing I want to see is how does it load the soil composition? One thing I've noticed on 4X maps is that sometimes this takes a second to refresh. It's not bad. I think that's just strictly... Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh, drat. I think that's specifically just a system thing. I think that's going to vary with... depending on the computer that you're on or whatever platform you're on. Alright, anyway, here is the... up here, here's the thing on the map. It looked like a shop of some sort. It said agro market. I was just curious to see what it was. Of course, we could teleport anywhere or we could fly anywhere, but I like driving around the map. I'm all about immersion and things like that, so I find the best experiences driving around the map. That's how we're going to explore and experience the map anyway. So here's this little place down here. Yeah, I had a store icon, but it looks like just a sell point, except actually, now, right here you can buy stuff. Oh yeah, you know, we don't have a tipper with this, but I bet here we could buy... Actually, we can see what we can buy there if we go to here. Let's see, agri market. No, actually, let's see. Actually, no. Well, then what's the fill point for? Oh, wait, here... We can buy cement bags here. And I'm just seeing what we can buy here. We can also buy herbicide. And we can buy liquid fertilizer. Okay, and looks like planks, so possibly some production goods. All right, so we can buy some stuff here. I just wanted to see what that... yeah, that icon right there implies that we can... purchase stuff, and if we hop out, yeah, from a silo, but the only things I'm seeing that we can buy here, well, anyway, hopefully that answers some of your questions. We don't have time to go over literally everything on the map, but I see something, and then I'm like, hey, let's scroll through this and check this out, see what this is, right? If we take this road all the way west, this will take us up past some stuff. So let's take this road all the way west. It'll curve up northwest, and it'll go places past some of the other farms we haven't seen. Well, this place is really impressive, and I gotta say, I mean, I've farmed myself. Again, this is for multiplayer, clearly. But I play solo. I just like to play solo. It's the only way I have played. I've played 4X maps solo. The drive times will always eventually get to me, though. But, I mean, there is that. But, you know, how I play maps aside, this is just about... This video here is about showing you guys a tour, or as much as we can, you know, of this map here. And you decide for yourself if you want it, which... so if you play multiplayer or not, whatever you want it for, it's a beautiful map. This looks like countryside literally everywhere you go. It looks like... It does look like where I live, actually. It looks like... This looks like very familiar countryside. It's very cool. And this road here, we're up here at some point, we're going to go... Wow, this car's fast. I just realized this car is going like 80 miles an hour. Up here somewhere, yeah, up here, we're going to go past a couple farms. Yeah, imagine how long this drive would take with the tractor, right? Oh, I hear cattle. Yeah, there's cattle out there in the field. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got cattle out there in the field of Farm 18 here. Let's go check this out a little bit. Yeah, cattle out in the field. I liked our starting farm. We might go back and check that out here in a second. Oh, are these little cowlings? I don't know the word. Yeah, they're not full-grown cows. Right. Well, let's I'll just leave the car running. Who cares? Let's teleport back to... Oh, I'll shut it down. There we go. Let's teleport back to our farm here and get hung up on... Really? Fine, I'll just come over here then. Right, so here's all our equipment stuffed in here. Yeah, pretty basic starting fleet. Yeah, actually got a little bit of everything. So we got a big slurry spreader. Slurry spreader, the telehandler is nice. The rest of the stuff is pretty standard starting stuff. A little mechanic shop here. gas tank. And yeah, pretty much your own functioning BGA here with like everything you can need to convert slurry to digestate, to power, to everything else you need here. And the little barn with the baby cows. All right, guys, that's a pretty decent look in the time that we've got here through the map of Schwesing Bahnhof. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I don't speak German. Either way, you know what I mean. I'm really impressed by it. Like, obviously, I love the detail, and it just feels really, really good looking. Like, I'm really tempted to farm here myself, but it's so darn big. I don't know. And it's not only that it's so darn big, it's that, to me, it feels like a 4X map is almost kind of wasted if you play it by yourself, because you're just, as one person, you're not going to see the whole thing. It's just not a whole lot of purpose of being on a 4X map by yourself. That said, this is meant for multiplayer. I'm just thinking, like, I want to farm here, but, right. Anyway, enough of that. It's a beautiful map. Check it out, guys. It's on the mod hub. Be aware it comes with 16 requisite mods. There'll be a list. I mean, obviously it tells you which ones, but, you know, once that window pops up, you can't back out of it, so you have to download them all. So I'll provide a list, so that way, yeah, no worries. Right. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go for now and do some cattle farming. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Be sure to comment and tell me down below what you think. I'll catch you guys next time.